Blessings to all, welcome to my channel. This is your Psychic Cats who will today talk to you about the subject curses and psychic attacks, how they can affect your life, how to know if you are under curse or if you are under some kind of attack. This is a question that many people are asking every day. I have been working with this subject in many years, that people are asking how to know, how to find out if someone have cursed them or if someone put them under some kind of attack. I want to clarify this based on my experiences and those who I've been working with, to clarify for you how to understand and how to know. There are 3 different symptoms, 3 different conditions that can be affected when you are under some kind of attack. The first condition is the external conditions. The external conditions can be a lot of bad lucks in a period of time. They're receiving cross conditions. All the doors will be closed to you. You'll feel trapped. Everything you want to do go wrong. Everything you want to hold on, you lose. Everything you touch will break. Whatever you want to do, the door is closed to you. You're receiving a lot of bad lucks all the time, one by one. You can lose your job. You get financial troubles. You can't pay your bills. In the same time, unexpected bills will show up. Bills that you didn't even know about. You can go through accident. You can pay a lot of costs for damages. Finding troubles with people around you. Separate from your lover. Separate from your marriage. Losing the custody for your children. One by one, the problems, the blockages will come up. And when you come into that point, then you realize that it's not the coincidence that so many problems and blockages coming to you, that something is wrong, then normally you should listen to your instinct. Because we all have a strong instinct that will tell us when something is wrong. And when you're experiencing a lot of bad lucks, and I'm not talking about bad lucks for 1 or 2 weeks, I'm talking about bad lucks from a few months or even years, there you understand that you can't find the happiness. You just have a lot of problems, issues, and a lot of blockages. When you come to that point, you need to have a life reading, or go to visit some psychic medium, a witch, who can feel and sense if you are under some kind of attack. Because we can do that. Not all, but many of us can do that. The second condition that can be affected is your mental condition, your mental symptom. The mental conditions, it's about your mental health. When you start to feel that you are mentally getting affected, normally all started by early warnings. There you can experience for about many headaches. And I'm not talking about those who have migraine, they have headache for 1 week, no. I mean headaches that you have never experienced before. Or some other issues that you feel is coming up to you. You start to have nightmares. When you are under mental attack, you're starting to have a lot of nightmares. You have difficulty to sleep. You're waking up in the middle of night without any reason. You feel like there is something around you, something watching you. And you start to see shadows, hearing voices, smelling bad things, bad rot, sulfur. You started to believe that something is wrong with your mind, like you're getting crazy. And all of a sudden you can't have the peace, the harmony, because you can't relax. You feel restless. You feel like you are trapped and you can't breathe. So all these difficulties with the sleep, or when you sleep, you feel like something is on your chest, you can't breathe. It's all the symptom of the mental conditions, when you get affected mentally. And normally those who get affected mentally are those who can affected by verbal curses, like verbally attacks. When people want to harm someone, and they can't reach that person, or they are not witches, so they can work with rituals and curses, they verbally curse someone, like saying, I hope that this person get blind. I hope that this person suffer. I hope that this person is getting sick. I hope that he losing his job. I hope that he separate from his wife. All these kind of verbally attacks can actually cause you a mental health issue. And when you come into that point that you feel like you're getting angry without any reason, you are depressed, you're sad, you feel dark around you, you feel trapped in your mind, you see things, you hear things, you can't sleep. And people around you also mention that, what's going on with you? You are so strange. Why are you so angry these days? You should listen to them. Because you, my dear, if you are under some kind of attack, if you are under a curse, it's not meant that you yourself will find out, because you don't realize in that moment that you are under some kind of attack. You might feel that something is wrong, what's happening to me, but being under attack is not the first thing you think about. So if you realize that there are a lot of issues mentally, and you have been in totally good health before, and all these kind of problems showing up, and you're experiencing a lot of bad nights, dreams, you can't relax, then you should also ask for help. And going to someone who can sense your energy, feel and see what's going on. So mental conditions are not less dangerous than external conditions, or the third one, which is the physical conditions. Now, physical conditions is talking about itself, the physical, the body, when you get affected physically. And what is the difference between them? Normally, when people want to harm someone through curses, they want to harm them physically. And if they are strong enough, if they are powerful enough and know what they are doing and working with black magic and harming someone, they will reach you physically. Or if they have something on you, like they can use your energy in that, your hair, your t-shirt, something that they can use, they will be able to reach you physically. But if they are not powerful enough and they don't know really what they're doing, they just want to harm you, their energy and their power is not enough to reach you and harm you physically, which means that they will reach you mentally. So your mind will be affected first. And mostly, those I have been working with, those who have been experiencing physical curses actually, those who have been affected physically, or those who have been affected by people who are around them, by people who are actually close to them, people who have access to their homes or to their things. So they have been collected things on them and they have been working on them in a ritual. And when it comes to physical conditions, it doesn't mean that you always get sick and get in pain. It can also be through an accident, through a fight. So unexpected things will happen. So your physical body get pain or be damaged. And physical conditions are very much dangerous. Physical conditions can also mean that you suddenly get blind from nowhere. Because I have been working with those clients as well. Those who have been actually, without any reason, just wake up one day and didn't see anything. And they have been went to different kind of doctors, hospitals, and asking for help. And no one could find a reason for why you can't see. They mentioned that there is nothing wrong with their eyes. Why? And then after a lot of visiting doctors and everything like that, they understood that something is not right. And when they came to me, I could feel and see that they are under a kind of curse. And I know that mostly those who try to harm you physically are those who are really powerful enough to working with a ritual to curse you, or they have something on you that they can use or give to someone else, that they can cast a spell on you. And it's very difficult for you, my dear, to know that you are under spell or you are under attack when you are under attack. Because we do have a lot of rituals that we actually cover up. So the person who is the target will not find out who or when it happens. Or even if someone have done something. So if you have been experiencing external conditions, that you have been through a lot of bad lucks, and I mean a lot of bad lucks, that I mean you don't experience good things at all. Every single day you feel trapped, sad, everything goes wrong. A lot of bad lucks and misfortunes come to you. You feel every single door is closed to you. You're losing and losing and losing. And you don't find the happiness. It's just getting worse for every day. Or when you come into the mental issue, there you feel you're attacked, you have nightmares, you can't sleep, you wake up without any reason, you see things, you hear things, and you start to feel like you are getting crazy in your mind, you feel depressed, you feel sad. Or when your physical body started to be sick or get pain, going through accident, and have a lot of issue, then you definitely need help. And the first thing you need to do, this is why I do this video. Before you ask a psychic medium or witch, ask for help, you can by yourself find out if you are under some kind of attack. And by finding out, I mean be reasonable, be honest to yourself. Because mostly when people are asking if they have been cursed, they also know within that they have done something to someone. Because there is no chance that someone, without any reason at all, will harm you, or want to harm you, or hate you so much that they will harm you. So somewhere back in days, you might have been hurting someone, on purpose or not, doesn't matter. So if you felt like, okay, all these problems showing up in my life for 3 years ago. For 3 years ago, a lot of bad lucks started. I lost my job. I didn't have enough with money. I lost my home. I divorced from my marriage. A lot of problems came to me. And still today, you're fighting to just breathe. Then you need to understand, what did you do for 3 years ago? A little bit before that. What kind of changes did you do? Did you start a new relationship with someone? Perhaps that someone had an ex-girlfriend or boyfriend who was really jealous at you, and she or he wanted you gone. So they might have a kind of reason for themselves to harm you, even if that is not a reason for me. But for them, in that moment, they are so jealous and they hate you, so they wanted to harm you. So they might have been sending you a lot of verbal curses, or they went to some witch and asked for help. Always think back in days, back in time, what did you do for changes? When did all this started? Did you perhaps started on a new job, and in that place there is a colleague who was really jealous at you, she didn't want you there, or he wanted to have your position, your work, and you took his place, so he wanted to harm you. There is always an explanation for these kind of things. It's just about to listen to your inner voice within you. Connect yourself to your higher self and feel and receive answers from your guides, from your spiritual guides. Because there is always answers. If you just listen, if you just look for answers, you will find it. So if you have been experiencing a lot of bad lucks, a lot of problems, a lot of physical issues, and you have been in totally good health before that, and all this kind of stuff started for a few years ago, then you need to go back in time and see what kind of changes did you do. And let me tell you this, it's not always like curses and hexes can affect your life, like someone did something, because it's not always because of attack you getting through all these kind of things. There is other reasons as well. One of them is actually when you move into a new place, that place, let's say you move into a new home, you buy a new house, okay? You don't bless it, you don't cleanse it, you just move in. You're so happy, you're just so excited about this place, new life, and you're moving in, and then suddenly your bad luck started to show up. You start to have a lot of fights with your husband or your wife. You're experiencing a lot of bad things. And you realize that something is negative with this place. Because since I moved here, all this misfortune started. And I can inform you that when evil lives in a place where evil entities staying, they will affect you worse than any kind of curse. Because when you are trapped and you have no protection, you have no kind of clue about what to do to protect yourself, and you are sensitive, you get affected all the time, every day, you will be trapped. And they can actually block you. So you can't going out, you can't move and change your home or find another place. They will do whatever they can to blocking you. So when you come into that point, you feel like, okay, I moved to this place and then all the trouble started. Then you should ask someone to visit your place. Because I do these kind of things too. When I go visit some clients, I cleanse many places spiritually. And when I walking through that door, I feel a very much powerful presence, negative presence. And I feel and see that those shadow figures are not there to make you happy. And you need to cleanse your home. You need to bless your place. And I can tell you this, that if there is a kind of entity who lives there and who have been there for centuries and years, it's very difficult to move them. So you can't just move them forever. Perhaps you're moving them for a while and cleanse your place, but there is always a possibility that they will come back. And if you can't deal with it and you can't keep protecting yourself all the time, then you should definitely find a new place to move to. And you can do it when you have cleansed your home and you have released all the energies in that week or in that day. You can start to search for new places. So negative energies, when they are surrounding you, they will trap you and they will feel you sad. You can even feel like you have difficulty to breathe. You have nightmares, you can't sleep good at nights, you feel watched all the time, like someone is watching you, and you hear things. So you would definitely feel like you have a presence there. And we have another reason as well. And that reason is not because of any energy or any kind of curse or something like that. It's about what you draw into your life, dear, is based on your earlier actions. So you start your own drama because of your own karma. That's simple, very simple. Many people don't understand that what they have done before, what they've done to others, will eventually come back to themselves. So let's say that you really harmed someone before and that person didn't do any harm to you. They didn't even curse you or anything like that, but your own actions give you consequences. So you find these difficulties because of your own earlier actions. And if you have coming to that place that you're receiving your own karma because of your earlier actions, I don't believe that someone can help you. Even if they can, they will not do that. I myself is one of them who will not help those who are evil and want to harm others. Because in my opinion, if you have a lesson in life, that lesson is there because of a reason. And I do not find a reason to remove it. I want you to learn your lesson. So perhaps next time you can understand what goodness is about. Do good and receive goodness. Be bad and receive evil. And there are people who's saying that they have not done anything wrong to anyone, but still they're receiving so much bad lucks. And for those of you who have these kind of thoughts and believe that you don't have done anything, but still you're receiving so much bad lucks, and you have no kind of negative presence in your place, but still you're receiving so much bad lucks, what's going on? Well, let me tell you this. It's not about what you do physically. It's not about what you're practicing. It's about your intention. If I work with a curse in a ritual and harming someone, and people say, oh, I'm bad and evil, there is no difference between me or that person who has the same intention but do not do anything. So if you believe that just because you don't practice, you just don't cast spells, or you're not a witch, but you still have these kind of thoughts within you, you're not better than anyone else. Because you still have those kind of intentions. And it's all about intention, because the magic is about intention as well. The whole entire witchcraft is about the intention as well. What we visualize, we manifest, always. And if you always try to visualize bad things for others, they will eventually manifest in your own life. So many people believe that witches are evil just because they practice in witchcraft and they have no clue what they are talking about. Because witchcraft is not about to be evil. Witchcraft is about to working with the goodness, to find solutions, to working with the nature, to be connected to all the spirits, Mother Earth, and be one with the universe. They have no clue about this, and they believe that it's all about evil. But they themselves have very much bad intentions for others. They wishing harm just because they are jealous. If you believe that you don't cast a spell on someone, but you still have those kind of thoughts, just because you don't do anything about it, it's not like you're getting bad karma for that. No, my dear, you're wrong. If you have bad intentions for others, it's the same thing like you sitting and cursing people. Exactly the same thing. Because it's all about the intention. So don't say that you have never done anything, because it's not about what you do. It's about what you want and what kind of thoughts you have within you. It's about your true color of your heart. Do you have a great heart? Do you have goodness within? You will receive goodness. Do you want others harm, illness, sickness, accidents, badness, even death? Then you should definitely protect yourself. We can protect ourselves if we do things to others. And I'm not saying that we harming people, no. I mean that if someone tried to harm a witch, that witch can protect herself, and she knows when something is coming. And she knows exactly when and who have done that. So she will protect herself, and she will banish and send back 10 times follow. But if you are an ordinary person and you're sitting and wishing people all harm all the time, and you feel like I have never done anything, still I have bad lucks, because I have been in sessions with those people as well. Those who are sitting face to face to me and saying that they have not done anything, and I can see through that they have done so much harm to others, and they wishing so much bad things for others. I just don't understand how someone can be so not honest to themselves, so they can at least accept that they have done mistakes. Believe me, strong people are those who really accept their mistakes and ask for forgiveness. It's all weak people who hiding and lying and try to not showing themselves and don't telling the truth. Be honest to yourself. If you feel like you have been experiencing a lot of bad lucks, be honest to yourself. Take a look back in your days and see what you have done. See if you have come into a point that you're receiving what you have sending to others on purpose or not. Or if you really have come into a place there negativity or evil have been surrounding you. There is always an explanation for everything. And if you feel like you need my help or anyone's help, to ask for help and receive guidance, you're welcome to contact me. You can find me at my website. You can do some research about me and find out and see if you can trust me, if you can feel comfortable with me. You're always welcome to contact me. I know that many people who have done things and they regret, I do forgive them and I give them a second chance. But it's all about their intention. It's not about to be good for one day, get what you want, and then be evil again. No, it's about the intention. If you are good, then you will always be good. So if you need my help, you are welcome to contact me. And you can visit my Facebook page as well and find out more about who I am. Ask people what they think, or anyone. If you hire some psychic or witch, it doesn't matter. Whatever you do and whoever you choose to ask for help from, make sure that you trust that person and it's feeling comfortable. Because when you're asking someone for help, it doesn't matter if you're asking for a reading or if you're asking for a spell. You're actually giving your life permission to that person to take control. Just so you know. I hope my advice can be helpful for those who are wondering now. And I'm not saying that my words are the only words, because there are many beautiful people around the world who have so much great experiences and they have been working with these kind of things in many years. Find one who really feel that it's great to work with them and ask them for help. Make sure that you're asking for help, my dear. If you're having so much difficulties and you have been target for someone who wants to harm you, then you need help. You need to remove that curse. You need to break it, set you free, because you can. My best wishes to each and every one of you. If you have any questions, you're welcome to contact me at psychicreading.se. Blessed.